Anyway.
So, my card got hacked, and since then I've got a new card, and I like that most of these subscription-based things are based off the card and not the account, because
Like your Gmail or something.
right, or your bank account. You know what I mean? So when shit comes out, it's out of the card, and if that card is shut down, which my old one is, I'm getting all these emails like, "Hey man, you know what? We
It isn't working. Where's our money?
just wondering if you still want the service." You know, it's like,
I don't want to fucking break your legs, but I will. Those kind of emails.
and yeah, well, I mean, it's nothing more than alert payment for whatever has failed. Da 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 da.
They're not that aggressive, but
No, but you get like,
get a couple
we
of
will
them
try
if you
again
like
in
it.
5
Yeah.
days. You know,
Listen
it's like-
here, bitch. We're getting your money back.
and that's fine. You know, go ahead. And I should just cancel these, but whatever. The point is that I let everything lapse. So now I'm really, really thinking, like, what do I want to get back? And meantime, I've been watching Roku channel, which is, oh, Jesus,
You can watch
H.
weird.
Wow, these fucking reapers, man.
Do not burp on Mike.
I'm sorry,
Cardinal
it's these
sin.
fucking Ghost Pepper Reaper motherfuckers, man. They're kicking my ass. It's the Smurf Jizz Cheetos. All right.
Wow.
Well,
What a promotion. God damn it.
this is the Smurfiest.
Please stop.
Ugh.
We need to stop with the Smurf.
So
Stop.
Roku, which is one of those channels that you can find like some really cool shit. I actually found this movie Quick Change with Bill Murray, which I'll talk about next week on my long box.
Okay.
But this week, you're like, will you fucking say it? This week it's Black Sheep with Chris Farley
Love it.
and David Spade. Now, I remember when this movie came out, and Tommy Boy is a legitimately good movie. I think I've talked on air about like how good, like, you know, when they all, you know, are congregate to like see, you know, if his dad's okay, and then they come away and they're at his
Yeah.
funeral. You know what I mean?
There's emotional beats.
Well, it's a good movie, but then I told you about how in the beginning the girl, the love interest says talks about her brother being a cop.
Yeah.
And when she sees the people like being all fake and making out at the airport, she goes, "I need to speak to Dwayne Brock, please,"
Yeah.
because that's her brother. It comes back,
What?
right?
Call back.
No, but
Yeah.
it's a good,
good movie, yeah.
right? Black Sheep came out, and everybody, you gotta understand that this was right after basically Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Well,
A double shot from Adam Sandler that are both solid fucking movies.
also.
I know Roger Ebert's spinning in his grave with me saying that they're solid movies.
Well, it's because Paramount and Lorne Michaels have been working together for a long time. Because they at this point they'd already also had 2 Wayne's World movies.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, I'm not saying like these
Wayne's
were the
World.
first SNL movies. No, but I'm saying
no,
like
but that's what I mean. Like, so
for
to
a
have
box office draw from SNL, you know, Sandler had just done the double top, right?
yeah. But that's what I
And-
mean. Like,
yeah.
yeah, with Mike Myers and Sandler, like they
Sure,
were doing that.
Yeah, and Mike, yeah, exactly.
And then Chris
so,
Farley had Tommy, and David Spade had Tommy Boy.
So the thing is,
So this is their follow-up.
right. But here's the first thing about the movie that makes no sense. I don't know who decided on who the 2 guys' names would be. I almost said Sparley and Fade. Farley and Spade.
Sounds like a fucking football play.
Sparley and
All right, we
Fade.
need Spider 2.
Sparley,
Farley
Fade,
Fade
and
on
cheese,
one.
cheese dicks. Okay.
Why do you? Why? Why? Why is
Now-
it always penises?
No, I think it's I think Chris Farley's character is named Mike, and I think David Spade's character is named Steve.
I don't know.
And-
I don't remember.
No,
the names.
I do, but I'm saying like those names don't work for those guys. I don't see Chris Farley as a Mike, and definitely not in this movie. And it is right off the bat, their characters are named poorly. And then the other thing is it's edited together poorly. It's a piss poor follow up to a legitimately good movie in Tommy Boy, and they were trying to get lightning in a bottle again.
I disagree. I enjoy Black Sheep.
Black Sheep is not. Watch it again, dude.
It's not a good movie,
That's what I'm saying.
but
is it entertaining at parts?
It's 90s.
Yes.
It's 90s bad.
Sure, but yeah, exactly. Like the first 30 minutes of the movie is him trying to deal with his brother and his brother trying to like keep him away and I almost said Sparley and Fade again. David Spade.
Sparler, Fade, Banana,
Spade,
Spider 2.
David Spade figuring out, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they go to the cabin, and then that's the next half hour.
So much comedy in that half hour.
What? It's terrible.
It's amazing.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That is the worst. Oh my God.
When
it's
he's
not
rolling
even
down
funny.
the hill.
No.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
actually, that
what
part
the
is
hell
hilarious.
was that
That
about?
part, yeah, that part is hilarious. But then he also pulls out the thing and puts it in the mailbox
Yeah.
because he's working on voters.
What about the part where the bunk falls? Come on. There's some.
The
It works for
part where the kids drive up and spray him with a fucking fire extinguisher, and then he's like, "Oh, at least you didn't shove it up my butt." And then they drive like it's implied that they're gonna chase him and do it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's poorly edited together, like really bad, right? It doesn't make sense. And then later on, they show Spade, and he's got a bunch of fucking fire extinguisher shit on his ass, implying that these kids forcibly shoved up a fucking fire extinguisher and shot a bunch of shit in his butthole. But maybe just on his pants. I don't know. But the point is it's poorly done, and the humor is not very funny to me.
I'm not saying everything works, but I'm saying the cabin stuff. When I think of that movie, I think of the cabin shit, and that is the part that I like the most.
Well, I'm glad that you like that movie, but this is my long box.
Dude, when the bat flies in.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'll throw it in here into the refrigerator. That's moths, you dumbass.
No, it's
bowl
not
of chocolate
that funny.
pudding in my underpants.
It's not that funny.
Hey, you know what?
And you know what? You can also tell that he's pretty much high throughout the entire movie.
Well, yeah.
It's bad. He wasn't in Tommy Boy.
Hey, this is the beauty of comedy. I enjoy it. You don't. That all of you are saying perfectly fine, perfectly valid. But I enjoy that movie.
Also, I'm gonna talk just as much during your long box.
Oh, fucking off,
dickhead!
Fuck you. I think you interrupt me way more than I interrupt you on these segments.
True. But here's one thing I will give.
We're having a spirited debate.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care that much.
Yeah, we're just bullshit.
But one thing I will give Tommy or Black Sheep credit for is the moment when he gets kicked out of the rec center, right? Because the current governor, like kicks him or has him fired because they're trying to get him to screw up and make Tim Matheson look bad because he's ahead of her in the polls, right? That's generally the plot of the movie, is that they're trying to get Mike, who is a general screw up, to basically be himself, right? Yeah. Anyway, he just gets kicked off, or he kicks out, and he's like, can I have a moment to get all my stuff together? And one thing that a lot of people said about Farley, like a lot of comedians of his size, like Belushi, Candy, all three of them, and others, all want to they don't want to always be the funny fat guy.
Yeah.
They want to do drama. They want to spread their wings, right? And it's noted that Belushi did do drama, Candy did do drama, and Farley has this moment where he's like tearing up, looking at all the stuff on the walls. And it's actually really poignant, and you can tell you're like, this is him like doing his thing and saying like, hey, I can do this too.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I will give that piece of turd movie credit for.
Kill Whitey.
Also,
what a scene.
Also, I didn't make it through the whole movie, so I haven't gotten to that part. But almost
fuck you then.
But almost here.
What about the part when they got pulled over because they're high on nitrous?
Oh my God, the ROADs. Yes, that's okay. Whatever.
It's me off, Jack. Jack me off. Come on, there's some good bits in this movie.
I'm aware. Also, Almost Heroes, his last movie, is
again shitty movie, but I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's a train wreck. It's so entertaining to me.
Have you ever watched Wagons East?
How insane that movie was.
Have you seen Wagons East? That's Candy's last movie. And let me just tell you, that's a fucking insane like train wreck in terms of like editing and shit. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
There's parts where it's snowing and the next day it's like sunny and beautiful. And it's like, what's going on here?
I liked pretty much every movie Chris Farley was the star of. I even liked Beverly Hills Ninja.
I know you did, you fuck.
And it's a terrible movie.
Why?
Holy Shinto. That gay.
I will say
R.I.P.
once again, Miss Farley.
His story is so fucking tragic. It really is. All right.
And his two brothers are in Black Sheep when he tries to be the security guards.
Mm-hmm.
The security guard. I need you to move out of this vector. Get into a different quadrant.
His bugs just crashed into my windshield, man. It was like, can't stop, don't wanna ice. I will defend that movie. I don't give a shit. All right, now my turn. And you can talk as much as you want.
You piss on it. Dingle, dingle, dangle.
No, I actually...
Wieners.
I enjoyed that because you and I usually have the same taste in movies. So it was nice to have a conversation about a movie that we don't necessarily agree on.
Hang on. Before you move on to yours, I just want to make it clear. Like, I don't hate Black Sheep, but...
I don't know, man.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if you compare Black Sheep and Tommy Boy,
Tommy Boy's a better movie, no doubt.
I know, and you don't really want to compare them, but they're supposed to basically be the follow up to each other. You know, the ones that follow up. Right.
Black Sheep is a spiritual sequel to, or spiritual
kind of,
successor, or whatever
right?
word
Yeah.
you want to use.
If that's that makes sense. But yeah, that's why it's so disappointing because it's like. If that's the way you were gonna go with Tommy Boy like that,
Gary
route,
Busey's in Black Sheep.
That's true. You can't beat that. I mean, he does lose his car running away from Gary Busey in the beginning. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.